Hello, welcome. What's so funny? I was feeling pretty tired today, but some chanting, some friendly faces have sort of
Friendly face.
friendly face. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It's
I
it's an
see two. I see two faces. I see grandma behind you.
that's right. Yeah. Norma, big smile.
You wanna see my Hanuman? This is my Hanuman.
Yeah.
He's in. This is one of my first toys when I was toys. I mean,
Really?
yeah, and
So
I
that's like
kept
20. That's 20 years old. That
26 years old,
wow.
and I'm a big fan of Hanuman, and I put him in a lotus position, and he is my meditation buddy.
That's beautiful. I'm glad to know he's there behind the scenes. I feel so grateful just to be here and to know all of you and just to be alive. Just so wonderful to live. And I know that we can make things very complicated because there's a lot of complexities in the world. And we want a lot of things, whether it's a leather jacket or a nice car, a family, a house, $1 million, some drugs. Um, it's I think it's important to come back to what we have and what everybody here has. Everybody who can listen to the things I'm saying has has life. We all have life, which is must be the greatest gift that there is here because all the other gifts rely on us to be alive. And what if our goal in life wasn't to attain things and become somebody and become worthy of something? What if it was just to feel, to experience what it is to be alive. And yes, we may crave the good feelings more than the bad ones, but if our goal is to feel what it is to be alive, then no feeling is shunned, no feeling is wrong. Every feeling is fulfilling that goal. Every feeling that comes up and even if we don't think we have anything to be grateful for, the more that we look, the more that we feel, the more that we listen, the more is revealed to be grateful for. So many of us walk around um, asking for more and more. Some of us walk around complaining, but that's imagine the richest person in the world asking for a loan. It just, if we don't know what we have, if we're not grateful for what we have, to use the money metaphor, if you have $1 trillion and you're still asking for more money, who's going to give you more money? You obviously don't know what to do with the money you already have, or you just don't even respect it or recognize its beauty, its wealth, its richness. Seems like the moment that we receive something, our satisfaction is short lived and we get out on the hunt again for the next thing that we imagine will make us cooler or sexier or better in some way. But it's never ending. It's never ending. And sure, we can, many of our lives are about growing and learning and improving ourselves. But that sort of happens naturally. There's such beauty in gratitude. You already know that. I don't have to tell you. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows the words, anyways. I can't really tell anybody what to do or how to do it. Because what do I know? What do I know about you? You are the leading expert on you. You know what you have to be grateful for. You are the God of your own life. And I'm not talking about your identity or your name when I'm saying you. The you that I'm talking to is beyond the flesh, beyond the bone, beyond the mud of life, and beyond the story, the name, beyond the furthest reaches of the universe. You are the God of your body. You are the grace. You are the light. Beyond time and space. You watch and you feel. You feel your body move. You watch yourself think. You watch yourself get into all kinds of problems. You watch yourself fall in love. You feel the love beyond what your body can even contain. And you watch yourself be heartbroken and crushed. And you feel it. Devastating and divine. And all the pain and all the joy and all the beauty and all the ugliness is reminding you that you are alive. You live. You witness. life in all its forms. If only you open your eyes to it. To see beneath your name, your labels, when a feeling arises, the first thing that many people do is try to figure it out. Try to figure out what feeling it is. Is it sadness? Is it grief? Is it sorrow? Am I depressed? Am I clinically ill? But these are just labels. These are just stories. The feeling is life happening. In that very moment, just like in this one, whatever you're feeling needs no name. It's life happening. And it's okay. So maybe you can change it, maybe you can't. But while it's here, you must be grateful for it. And don't listen to your label. Who are you talking to when you think to yourself? Who are you talking to when your mind interprets a feeling? You feel the feeling directly. Who needs the middleman? Who needs the mind to turn it into plain English and translate it and tell you the diagnosis? You don't need a diagnosis. You're alive. You're alive. And some people may interpret the things that you're feeling as bad, even if you don't. Everybody's perspective is different. One feeling could spark extreme anxiety in one person and extreme excitement in another. Many times when athletes are interviewed, professional athletes, they're asked, "Are you nervous? Were you nervous? The whole world is watching you. Are you nervous? Were you nervous?" And almost all of them say, "I was very excited." And I believe both of these feelings, nervousness and excitement, are one and the same. Hi, Jay. It's all how we perceive them. If we tell ourselves, if we translate this feeling and say, "I'm nervous, I can't do this, I can't do this. I'm nervous, I'm too nervous, I can't do this." We paralyze ourselves with a story that we believe. But just because we told it to ourselves, it doesn't mean we have to believe it. On the other hand, some people have the same sensations and they say, "This is very exciting. I'm full of energy. I'm full of life. I'm full of chaotic, bouncing energy, butterflies in my stomach." And they use it, they use the energy. It doesn't paralyze them, it fuels them. The only thing that's different is their relationship with what they're feeling. What is your relationship with the things that you feel? Are there reoccurring feelings that you don't like? Are there sparse feelings that you wish would come more often? You know, if you oh hi VJ. J and VJ. If you take one person on one side of the world and ask them to point up, up, almost everybody, no matter who they are, will point up. That's pretty unarguable. Up is up. Everybody knows where up is. and then take somebody on the exact opposite side of the world and tell them to point up, and they'll do the same thing. Up. So they're on opposite sides of the world. Each person is pointing up. Physically, they're pointing in the exact opposite direction from each other. And if you told one of them that there's somebody who was asked to point up and they pointed in the exact opposite direction of them, naturally they would say, well, they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. This is up. If they're pointing in the opposite direction, they're pointing down. And the other person would say the same thing. Yet if you switched places with them, they would both point in the same direction as the last person pointed. It's perspective. It's all perspective. Up means nothing. Maybe if you asked Buddha to point up, he would point down. And somebody would say, you're supposed to be enlightened. Why are you pointing down? It's the easiest question in the world, and you failed miserably. But it's because he is not imprisoned by the idea of up. Here and there are the same place. Thank you, Jay. Yes. Yes. What is up? Up is made up. It's an idea in everybody's head. It's a rather harmless idea. But there are some ideas, some perspectives that can cause great division between people and great hatred and violence. But if we recognize that in that person's shoes, from where we are, the other person's version of up may seem completely wrong. But in their shoes, it makes perfect sense. There's compassion in that. And we can be grateful for the things we have, for the life we have. And for the similarities, what we have in common. Instead of arguing over who's up is the right up. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the words, the concepts. I know you've heard this all before. You already know. You already know. Just talking about this today has made it flourish in my chest. Feels like a incredible furnace of warmth and love and gratitude. For all the pain that has happened to me and all the bliss, all the blessings of joy and sorrow. The ups and downs of life, everything. I'm grateful for everything. All the people I've met, all the people who've crushed me, the bullies, the heartbreakers, the beloveds. It's all so beautiful. It's all such a perfect orchestration. How could I be here without the pain? How could I be here without the joy? I don't feel it my purpose to try to do away with pain and sorrow and suffering and somehow achieve some state of permanent, unending joy and bliss. That's only one part of life. But the strange thing is, for me, when I embrace these things, the suffering, the pain, the heartbreaks, when I embrace them and I'm grateful for them, They change. They change form. They're exactly the same, but they're so different. And I love them. I love them as much as I love the bliss and the joy, because they're all reminding me that I'm alive. They're all giving me a different perspective of this same life. They're all the same feeling, different shades, different colors, different textures and flavors, but they're all life. They're all life. And amazingly, when they're all loved this way, when they're all embraced, when they're all accepted and recognized, acknowledged, there is some kind of happiness, deeper than happiness, that emerges. It's a happiness that isn't really a feeling. It doesn't come and go. It was always there. It just was waiting. It was waiting for you to stop contorting yourself to try and fit into something. When life is embraced as one entity and the life in every experience is recognized for its beauty and its grace, and this pure nectar spills into your consciousness and becomes like an anchor where you no longer hold on to feelings. You no longer hold on to good feelings and try to push away bad feelings, because you know what is waiting for you when all of these things pass, when all of the words stop, when the sensation subsides, when you lay your head to rest for sleep. You're not afraid of your thoughts, your feelings, because they've become like little snowflakes, fragile, intricate but fragile things. and they all melt away. They all disappear. It's as if deep rest follows you throughout your day, throughout your life, recharging you because you're relaxed. You're relaxed in your body, in your skin, in your consciousness. So long as you're contorted, you cannot be reached by this deep restoration until you go to sleep. But this deep rest, relaxation can follow you wherever you go. And with a single breath, you can recharge, restore. Mm. I feel hot and cold at the same time. I'm sweating with goosebumps. What a sweet thing. And I talked much more than I thought I would. So I will say that I've confidently say that I have shared my bullshit today, and that I love all of you. And really, I probably could have just said that at the very beginning, and that would have been enough. But I'm saying it now. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I hope you can feel gratitude for all the things in your life, the good and the bad, the order and the chaos. Without them both, we would not be here. But you already knew that. So, thank you.